and basically you just reserve and unlock. And now,
Oh, okay. Let's go. Hello and welcome to Turn Off, Turn On Ventures. I am here in Sofia in Bulgaria at my final stop, and I was just on a quick bicycle ride around the South Park with Enriko from Cyrcl. Welcome.
hello, thanks for having me.
Yeah, great to have the bit of cycling around the park, which was really nice.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Not the best weather, but still, it was quite sunny at the end.
Yeah.
So
It's
Still
cold
good.
with the fingers, but I think what's nice, at least for me, is autumn. I don't really
Yeah.
cycle. I mean, I don't have the environment to cycle in Singapore,
Mhm.
so seeing like the leaves and the orange and brown, it's
it's
quite nice.
colorful.
Yeah,
That's
and
good.
it's a 4D experience with the cold.
Yeah.
I wanted to speak to you, really to learn more about Cyrcl and what you are trying to build here in Bulgaria. Maybe let's start with an introduction about what Cyrcl is.
Good. Well, Cyrcl is. We were talking about bikes basically. Cyrcl is a bike sharing service. So we provide the only bike sharing in Sofia, and basically it's a simple service that we should see, I believe, in every bigger city. You just need your phone and a few clicks in order to open a bike near you. You just take it, ride it, and put it wherever you want, basically. So that's the simple answer to
The
what
simple
is,
answer.
yeah. To
And tell me a bit about the history of Cyrcl.
Yeah. Actually, we launched less than 7 months ago, back in mid-April 2022. But we have a bit of history before that. So last year, in 2021, we were part of Founder Institute, the Balkan chapter, and we were one of the few finalists there. We initially wanted to launch a shared mobility service, but we didn't know what exactly. So my my appetite, let's say, for this was coming mainly because I believe that we need sustainable transport in the cities, and we need well-connected cities. So those that you can go from point A to point B very quickly and in a convenient way. You don't have to wait for something. You just open your phone, grab the first vehicle, and just go.
Yeah.
So back then, that was the plan, a shared mobility, but we didn't know that we will end up with bike sharing. This is what Founder Institute helped us with. And basically we chose it because we saw a niche for this in the market. As I said, there is no other service providing this in Sofia. There are some public bikes in Burgas, but apart from these two services, let's say, there is no other in Bulgaria. And another very important aspect of why we chose bike sharing is the healthy way of commuting. So this is something that was definitely missing. Unless you're just walking. Basically, everyone here in Sofia is using either their own car or public transport. Now, since let's say 2017, 2019, there were companies like car sharing and e-scooter sharing companies that were popping up, but still they were missing this
Healthy side.
healthy side of moving around.
Yeah.
So that's why we decided, let's go with bikes.
And I'm curious, being the first mover, the first provider of healthy shared mobility where users get to burn some calories as well
Yeah.
along the way. What are the most common areas or hotspots, or even, if I don't know if you track it, but the routes, the most common routes used on Cyrcl?
Yeah. So we can divide it probably by weekday or weekend. So during the weekdays, definitely we see peaks between like the neighborhoods close to the homes of the people and to the city center.
Okay.
So they're commuting, like the peak hours are early in the morning, and then
What
five,
sort of
6.
distance?
Well, I believe that the average is somewhere around 3 kilometers.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
So this is during the weekdays, while during the weekends we see usage in the parks, like the South Park where we were riding is like really a hot spot. There are plenty of people going in there. Also Borisova Gradina, which is another big park in Sofia. So yeah, if I have to say which are the main use cases, let's say, these are the two main use cases: commuting to work and from work, and also like
Going to the
relaxation
parks.
in the park, let's say.
Do people ride all the way up Vitosha?
Actually, there are some people doing that, even going to Pancharevo Lake, which is like probably, I don't know, 15 kilometers away from the city center, 20 maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. And yeah, there are people.
They ride all the way, or they bring it on their cars and.
They ride all the way.
All the way.
All the way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
Through Carigradsku Šoseu, which is like one of the main boulevards entering Sofia, and then some other neighborhoods.
Okay. Great. Good.
Not that many people doing that because we have the conventional bikes, not yet the e-bikes, but there are some.
Good to hear that people are using it for both work and leisure.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the things you would like to see. This vehicle of yours being involved and a part of people's lives, both in work and play, right?
Yeah, and the main factor, because we were doing like surveys with our users, the main factor for using it is exactly the active lifestyle. So like probably 60% of them, I believe it was I think that was the number, were saying that this is the main factor for them for using the service, which is cool.
Yeah, that's it's good that people want that active factor. Yeah. I wanted to learn a bit more about the journey in building Cyrcl, because it's new, it's very new. It's 7-8 months, and which means a lot of the experiences are fresh in the head. When would you say is one of the toughest moments in building this company?
All right. We were talking about the beginning. So the first night when we had to put the bikes on the streets, we had to do it ourselves. So I have two co-founders. We are a team of 3, and we had to do it all by ourselves. So we had this cargo vehicle. We just put the bikes there, and we started probably at 8 p.m. And we finished probably 5 a.m. In the morning, doing
drop-offs.
Yeah. But it was really, really exhausting, really hard. It was the first time that we kind of realized what we were about to do. But it was super cool because we announced that we're actually starting the service in the morning, 8 a.m. All right, but we decided, okay, let's see. We're gonna leave the bikes there. We're gonna put them active so everybody can see them on the map of the app. The app is in Google and App Store, so everything is fine. Like less than 1 hour after the bikes were there, probably around, I don't know, 9-10 p.m. The first bike was already reserved and booked by our first customer.
Oh, did you give him extra credits for being
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
one? Congratulations.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool because
Yeah.
we had like an instant payoff of our efforts, let's say.
Yeah. That's nice. And you mean like 9-10 a.m. right, in the morning when after you on the day of launch.
We had to launch it basically 8 a.m.
Yeah.
But already on the night when we were putting them on the streets, like just few hours after that, it was already booked. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
So they didn't even wait until the morning.
Oh, right. Okay. So at the actual night when you were putting it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Brand new bike. First butt on the seat.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I guess to kind of close things up, this entrepreneurial journey is still fresh, and to some extent, having just arrived in Sofia for a couple of days, I feel like the people in the startup space are very encouraging for new Bulgarians to explore doing a startup, explore ideas, or be an entrepreneur themselves. Is there any advice you can give for someone who is not an entrepreneur, but maybe have an idea, thinking about it?
Mm-hmm. Well, there are a lot of organizations and initiatives right now in the region, like accelerators, activators, and so on. So I would advise anyone with an idea, but without the proper structure of how things should be done, to probably look at one of these organizations and programs and maybe think about if it's good to join or not. Because for us, like joining Founder Institute was, I would say, crucial. They gave us really a lot of structure and exposure and contacts in order to make this happen. So probably this is like first step, like in between our graduation in the accelerator and our launch, there was 1 full year. So they will not give you everything like
on a plate.
Yeah. You need to do your work, but probably this is a good first step.
So it was really like guidance and sort of stepping stones to kicking things off.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's really good advice. There are a lot of programs here. There's Founders Institute. There's the new one. I think it's 11 Alpha.
Yeah, that's a program
a bit later on already.
Yeah,
I think. But if anything, I think one of the inspiring ways of getting inspiration is to speak to other founders, right, like yourself.
Yeah.
And spend time.
Share some ideas. Yeah.
Share ideas. Share problems. It's always a pleasure to meet entrepreneurs like you and to learn more about the country and what you are doing. So thank you so much for the time today.
Thank you too.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Right.
I do too.
Thank you so much for tuning in this time, and see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.